Hi, these are your September 2017 horoscopes with me, Lada from astrolada.com. I have great news for September after the craziness of all the eclipses in August and the tough times. But before I start, I want to let you know that big, huge shifts will be happening this autumn, because Jupiter and Saturn will be changing signs, and I'm making a webinar on Jupiter in Scorpio on the 30th of September, 10-15 days before Jupiter moves signs. Come and join me. It's going to be only $29. We're going to speak how Jupiter will personally impact you, because there'll be a huge shift in your luck. Luck for everyone will change, where opportunities are coming in your life through, where things will blossom and happen easy in your life. When Jupiter changes signs, this is where all the luck and where the opportunities shift as well. So come and join me. It will be 4-hour webinar, and you'll get the top information of how you can best benefit from this amazing transition that is happening. Gemini, September 2017. Great news, guys. The planet that rules you, Mercury, is starting to move direct after the first week of September. So if there were some delays in your life, if there were some complications, if there were the need for extra efforts, if things were not going according to plan while Mercury was moving retrograde, which rules your whole life. Mercury rules Gemini, and it rules your 4th house, also personal life, family, home, property. So if there were some delays with property, with family matters, some complications, maybe some the need for some kind of family problems that came up that had to be resolved and worked on practically, or property matters, or anything in your life. As I said, Mercury rules you, Gemini, your whole life. If there was some slowing down of personal initiative, slowing down of the ability to move forward, having to go back in the past, having to revise, to redo things, having to use 3 times more efforts than usual. While your planet is retrograde, the person has to put 3 times more effort than usual to get the same results, or to to keep situation in control. When Mercury starts moving direct, you start seeing the results of those extra efforts you have to do. Maybe complications with family or property matters will also get resolved. Things start moving ahead and according to plan. You don't have to make detours, or you don't have to, consider alternative paths. They normalize themselves, and you start moving forward, and all the planets will be moving direct after the 7th of September 6th. Not only Mercury, but Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, and Saturn are all moving direct, the 5 planets that rule everything material, everything tangible in life, the 5 traditional planets. Which for Gemini is great news, because Gemini is an extrovert sign, whether it's your ascendant, sun or moon in Gemini, extrovert masculine sign. They like to move ahead, they like new things, they don't like to be bogged in the past, they don't like to be bogged in details, they don't like to be having to focus too deep on one thing and dig too much on it, which is what retrograde planets do. But when all the planets are direct, you can move forward, and this happens very rarely, that all planets will be direct, and it will be almost for 3 months, from the 2nd week of September, the whole of October and November, which means full speed ahead for you guys. And usually, if you have plans, you move forward, and those plans go according to expectations. You don't get surprises, you don't get delays, you don't get blockages of the retrograde planets. You don't have to redo something over and over again. So I advise you, move forward, move with a lot of confidence. And of course, there might be some people that are having it a bit harder. I would give you certain, degrees and signs. But most of you Geminis, will start feeling like you can fly again, like a butterfly. You can move forward, and your activities that you start will be some kind of having like the wind in your sails, as they say. So good news actually for 3 months ahead. And there will be a lot of planets in your 4th house, guys. First, the Sun is in your 4th house, then Mars enters there from the 7th of September, then Mercury from the 11th of September till the end of September, then Venus from the 21st of September till the 15th of October, and Mars will stay in your 4th house for almost the whole of September and the whole of October, so almost for a month and a half till the 25th of October, something like that. So there'll be a lot of focus on important activities in your personal life. 4th house rules property, 4th house rules family, 4th house rules place of living. So you might want to improve your home, for example. You might want, and there'll be no complications. You'll have the energy, the drive, say, to fix your garden, to improve, because they're in Virgo. It's a sign of improvements, of fixing things, of making it better, of having practical resolutions, of finding fault in something and correcting it. But it's not going to be so stressful because the planets are moving direct. You'd find whatever you don't like quickly and you'd fix it quickly. So you can do some great repairs in your home. You can do some busy activities with your family, for example, go on hikes or treks or whatever, or some family project together. Or if you want to relocate, or if you want to buy or sell property, things should move quite well and quite fast, actually, from from the 2nd week of September till the middle of October almost. So pay attention to your inner life, to your private life, to your family life, to places of living, to home, to repairs and anything like that, garden, whatever, Mars is there, so Mars sometimes can create some kind of fights sometimes with family. But these are not fights that will be long lasting because Mars is moving direct. These are fights that they come, some crisis situation, you quickly resolve it. Maybe something breaks at home and you fix it. Maybe someone in the family is being more critical because Mars is in the sign of Virgo, which is a critical sign, and you kind of quickly fix that problem. So don't be worried, just know that there is increased activity around family, home, property, personal life, and emotionally you can feel a bit more too stimulated because Mars in the 4th house is how you feel, your sense of peace, your inner feelings. And Mars there creates a little bit more of a commotion emotionally, you feel a bit more restless. So use that energy to do something productive around the home rather than fight with family members, with your mom or with your, whatever. Maybe just do some repairs at home or something, direct this energy in something productive rather than that you do together with the family or around the house rather than putting it into arguments and things like that. So, quite a lot of activity there. Mercury is moving direct. And another thing that's very important, guys, is that, is that Jupiter will be helping the late-born Geminis a lot this month. Late-born Geminis means from those born from around the 21st degree till around the, September, from around the 21st, 22nd degree in Gemini till around the last 8 degrees, basically, till 30 degrees in Gemini, which means if you are born from around the 12th of June till the 21st of June, you're going to have Jupiter trine to your sign, guys. And Saturn is also sending a opposition to your sign. And there is a rule in ancient astrology when both Saturn and Jupiter, the two planets of fate, are aspecting a sign or specific degrees. This is when the biggest manifestation happen because Jupiter rules opportunities, Saturn rules materializing something, making it concrete. Saturn rules matter, and efforts that we make. So you not only get the inspiration of Jupiter and the opportunity that comes to you if you're born those days, those later degrees, but you also get the perseverance and dedication to work hard of Saturn to make it happen and materialize. So stay open for opportunities if you're born those last days born, Gemini, those last 10 or 8 days born. maybe through to your career they can come in your personal life, they can come in many different levels. If it's your moon that is in Gemini in those degrees from 21 to 30, it's going to be in connection to some emotional connection, to feelings, to relationships, or whatever house the moon is in regards to that area of your life. If it's your sun, through men, through important men, through in important career goals, in important professional goals of yours of some sort as well. If it's the ascendant, in regards to many areas of your life, the ascendant rules everything in your life, so to speak. So yes, so that's the good news. Saturn gives you the perseverance, Jupiter gives you the ability, the opportunities. So stay open and tuned, the later born Geminis. And yeah, thank you so much. Come and join me on the 7th of September for a webinar with Dr. Diana Bakalova. She is a professional psychologist, and we're going to do a webinar on Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, where we have a big wound in our life. So if you have Chiron opposition Venus, you might have a big wounding through relationships, so not feeling attractive. That can be a stumbling block for future relationships for you. And this is a wound that is hard to heal. And Dr. Diana Bakalova will walk you through all the positions of Chiron in houses, in aspects, in transits, and how you can heal that in practical ways. So it's only $39 this webinar. Come and join us and learn about yourself. Thank you.